Hey, what's up, Skelemystyk? I am here today in the Arcanum to bring you another edition of Through the Grapevine, where I'll talk about news, tips, tricks, and all things wizard. And folks, let me tell you, we have got a lot to talk about today. We just had our KI Live, and they talked about a little bit of this, and they talked about a little bit of that. One of the things that they talked about is they have released a photo of the new 118 Life School pet. Everybody's been asking about the 118 Life School pets for a while now. It's been in the forums, it's been in the groups, it's been everywhere because, well, every 10 levels on that 8 number, we're supposed to get a pet. We've been doing it since way back when. And we didn't get pets this time, and everybody's like, well, which way did they go, George? Which way did they go? And I ain't seen a pet. Well, they've already announced one pet in that cloud, and just last night they announced what the new 118 Life School pet is going to be. Here it is, up here above my right shoulder, and it's called the Kookaburra. Now, my first impression of this pet whenever I saw it was, that's a life pet? I would think that would be an ice pet. It looks like an ice pet. I mean, haven't all of the school pets so far been sort of color themed to what the school has been? That really threw me off when they said this is a life pet because of the blue coloration. I mean, I don't know if Life School wants another bird pet, but there you have it. This is going to be the new 118 Life School pet according to KI Live. On to other news. This one is still kind of in that shadowy realm of conjecture, but I'm kind of putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm hoping that I'm making 4. For the longest time, and through the grapevines, and through fact versus fails, and a lot of the videos that I've done, I have mentioned, why is it after all this time that we don't have a new school? And at that time, most every time that I've been doing this, I was like, well, being as we got shadow magic, why wouldn't we have a shadow school? It just makes sense. You know, shadow magic's got to come from somewhere. There has to be a group or a school or a club of practitioners, somebody somewhere that practices shadow magic. So it would make sense that an 8th school of magic for Wizard101 would be shadow magic. The folks at KI Live, again, touched on a new school last night briefly. And I don't know if it was a hint or if it was really just straight conjecture and just them messing around, tossing ideas about. But Chaos School was mentioned. I guess because of the whole Grandfather Spider thing and him not necessarily being a shadow practitioner, but being more of a chaos practitioner. I'm kind of wondering if in the next expansion, Grandfather Spider isn't going to find some crafty or maybe even just straight down an honest, dirty way to lure some of us into a new school called the Chaos School. And one of the things that supports that theory is this little room that's been here forever and a day now. Blocked off, barred off, with an electric fence around it, and a new symbol right up there. Could it be that this room will be the opening for a new school, the Chaos School? Like I said, I for the longest time thought that Shadow School would be the way, but it may not be because, well, besides the fact that I've said it over and over and over again, it's not only obvious to me, I'm sure that it's obvious to a lot of people. You know, hey, Shadow School's here, Shadow Spells are here. Why wouldn't they have a Shadow School go with it? So I think that maybe what they're going to do is throw us for just a tiny little bit of a plot loop and not have a Shadow School, but instead open the Chaos School. I really do hope that if they do have a new school like Chaos or Shadow or what have you along those lines, that they take my suggestion and make them some cool, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Force practitioners, you know, hooded and cloaked, like Grandfather Spider is, and that the entire school is like this shadowy, kind of secret, kind of esoteric, not necessarily malevolent or bad, but a really kind of shadowy, secretive type school. I would love to see that. I mean, I don't know if I'd be quite willing to give up the skeleton costume, but I might be willing to give it a try and at least check it out. But of course, with a new school like that, that's going to mean all new gear, or at least new gear skins. I haven't heard anything about the development of new stats to go for a school like this, but then again, they've got a long time, being they just released Mirage, they've got a long time to release Imperia, which is when I figured they will release a new school like that. And in that time, also develop new spells, new looks, and etc. But wouldn't it be very, very interesting if what we had for Imperia was we got to open this door and find out there's been a forbidden school the whole time that's even more forbidden than Shadow was. I notice we've already got the banners for a school right here, kind of tattered and torn, and have been here for quite a long time. You know, the presence of age, like they've had these locked away for so long. But I do indeed. Doesn't it raise a lot of interesting questions as to whether or not we're going to get a new school? Like I said, between the fact that they've got all these hidden doors that, while they don't go anywhere now, are just too well decorated and set up to be for nothing. I mean, sure, you'll see caves all around the spiral, or you'll see just plain doors all around the spiral that don't open and don't go anywhere, but they're not decorated in any way. They're not inviting in any way, like this door right behind us is. This door screams, hey, I'm going to be open sooner or later. And I think that might just be what it's for. It's going to be either a Shadow school or more likely a Chaos school. And I personally am looking forward to seeing a new school. I think that is going to raise a whole new facet of the game and bring back a lot of interest. They did well with the Mirage expansion. It's probably the best expansion they've had in a while. As far as the looks, as far as the feel, sure, I'll be the first to admit, it's got a few glitches and a few things that, well, maybe didn't fly quite right in the player's eyes. Okay, I'll be the first to say that. But a new school at this time, I think that would be the lifeblood that would bring some more enjoyment back to Wizard 101. What do you guys think? Guys, that is what I have for Through the Grapevine this time. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, a good hard smash, and as well subscribe and share. It would really help me out. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace! Hey, what's up, Skelemystyk? I am here today in Caravan because once again, I want to talk about a subject that's dear to my heart, and that is OP pets. I have made Through the Grapevines guides, various whimsical videos, and pet training videos, all kinds of things dealing with having some really cool pets